This is Bobby Gilles with SojournMusic.com, and I am talking with Neil Robbins, producer for the first of two projects we're releasing in 2009 that deal with the hymns of Isaac Watts, that kind of deconstruct them, explode them, create something totally new, but yet still his.
Yes, thank you for that wonderful introduction.
I didn't even, it just came to me. Where are we at in the project now? Where are we at in the process?
To use a baseball analogy, we are rounding third.
Rounding third.
We might get thrown out before we get home, but we're heading home.
Talk a little bit about this project, what's been going on so far, and what are some of your thoughts on the process? Kind of surprising, or is this exactly where you thought we would be?
Yeah, it's been... But things have gone a lot smoother in the sense that we haven't done a lot of retakes or had to redo anything, really. Everything's just kind of gone down, and it's been good. I'm excited that we've got a lot of people involved already, and some more to come. We've had 7 different guitarists, 5 different bass players, 3 different keyboardists, 4 different drummers. When it's all done, we'll have 8 different lead vocalists on it, and so it's going to represent a large number.
So this is truly like the Sojourn community.
Yeah, it's like, it's definitely going to be the sound of the collective here. I'm trying to, when I'm producing, I'm trying to take what's different about someone and their taste, and I'm trying to amplify that and then make it work with everything on the record. So
right.
It's cool because it's pulling in a lot of different directions at the same time, but not in a way that's different from maybe a great like recording of old where they were allowed to do that.
Right.
You know, it wasn't this just homogenic sound. It was, it's like Sgt. Pepper's by the Beatles. It has a lot of different stuff happening on it. And this record will too.
Yeah. Let's talk more specifically about the sounds of the records and what people can expect in terms of styles and tempos and all of that stuff.
I think that this record, we were calling it High Watts as a temporary name. I think it's living up to that. I think there's some stuff that's pretty aggressive. Nothing that's like hard rock, but very like high energy and stuff. The sound's pretty dark. It's pretty epic. Other things that are groovier, but it's got a wide variety of sounds. But it's definitely going to appeal to someone who has a wide variety of taste in music, as most of my friends do. So I'm excited about that side of it. As far as it sounding like something else, it's hard to point to it right now. I'm really excited because the people that are coming together, it's got its own sound. The songs, I'm not really able to hear them and say, oh, it sounds like this band or this genre necessarily.
What about some of the themes, lyrically on the album? I mean, we were sort of in a box in a way, I guess, because we're using Isaac Watts material. But so he's kind of forcing us to go different places. Talk about that.
Yeah, I love it because one of my complaints for a long time has been that it seems like the majority of the music that comes down the pipe for worship in churches is kind of feelings oriented and one-dimensional. You stay away from anything bad, and you kind of keep it fluffy, keep it in an area that makes you feel good. And there's obvious exceptions to that. I'm not throwing it all out.
Sure.
But I feel like there's a definite trend towards doing music that's safe, that can be done in a lot of different types of churches. And Isaac Watts clearly did not have that on his mind when he was writing. He looked at the whole Bible and thought all the themes that he found in it were good and suitable for music, as opposed to just a few themes. So we're singing about stuff I've never, ever recorded in a worship song or played in a worship song before. He's covering areas of the Bible that I hadn't heard covered before. Some of the songs are pretty tough. They're pretty hardcore. Some of them are pretty hard on us. And all of them are deep set in Reformed theology in the sense of the sovereignty. It's all on God. And that it's really not something we initiated. It's something he initiated. And it's something that he got into most of his songs. And so we've kept that in the text we've updated.
Neil, thanks for joining me here today. We're going to do a part 2 that will air next week. So
we don't have graphical effects.
We will talk to you again soon.
I have to make the graphic at the bottom.
That's right. There you go.
Next week.